All right, let's just jump right in. For the first time in what feels like forever, human eyes have seen our planet from deep space. And I'm telling you, it's a perspective that changes absolutely everything. So today, we're going to explore exactly what the crew of Artemis II saw and why that view might just matter more now than ever before. 50 years. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how long it's been since any human being has seen our world like this. Not as a map with lines on it, but as a single living sphere floating in the darkness. It's been way too long. We've kind of forgotten what home really looks like. So, what's the mission that brought this incredible perspective back to us? Well, that would be Artemis II. And look, this wasn't just another quick trip to orbit. Oh no, this was humanity's historic return to the moon's neighborhood, a really bold step back out into the deep black. And these are the four people who made the trip. We've got Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen. For 10 whole days, they traveled aboard the Orion spacecraft, pushing the absolute limits of exploration and becoming the very first humans in over half a century to loop around the moon.
Okay, so what did they see? What really makes this view so fundamentally different from all the pictures we're used to getting from, say, the space station? This is a view that's been reserved for only a tiny handful of people in all of human history.
Let's actually compare these views, because it's pretty mind-blowing. From the International Space Station, you're only about 250 miles up. Earth is this huge, detailed canvas. You can actually see continents, you can see weather systems rolling by. But from where Artemis II was, over 250,000 miles away, our entire world shrinks down to a small, glowing sphere. The whole perspective shifts from feeling connected to our world to seeing it as truly distant and kind of lonely. Over 250,000 miles. I mean, at that distance, you don't just see the Earth anymore. You start to perceive it differently. It's like you finally get its true place in the sheer vastness of space.
And this right here, this is the emotional heart of the whole experience. The astronauts, they described Earth as looking unbelievably fragile, quiet, and just profoundly alone. Can you imagine seeing our bustling, loud, chaotic world as this silent, delicate marble? It would completely reshape your entire idea of home.
But, their journey wasn't just about one static picture. Not at all. It was filled with these incredibly profound moments. It was like watching a true celestial dance unfold right outside their window. So first up, they witnessed what's called an Earthset. Now, we've all seen that iconic Apollo photo of Earthrise, right? Well, now, just imagine the complete opposite. Our vibrant blue and white planet sinking behind the gray, dead horizon of the moon. It's a view that just slams home the contrast between our living world and the barren emptiness of space. And then came one of the most intense parts of the entire mission. As the Orion spacecraft swung around to the far side of the moon, it went into a total communications blackout. Every bit of contact with Earth was gone. Think about that. For 40 minutes, those four crew members were utterly alone. They were completely cut off from every single other human being. In that moment, they were the most remote people in all of history, with nothing but the silent moon and the distant Earth to keep them company. And when that communication was finally restored, well, you can imagine that feeling of reconnection was just overwhelming. The astronauts said that period of complete isolation made the sight of Earth even more powerful, a profound reminder of the home they were fighting so hard to get back to. And as if all that wasn't enough, they were treated to a spectacle that was truly one of a kind. A solar eclipse seen from their spot in space. They saw the moon block out the sun, but with our entire planet just hanging there in the background. A cosmic alignment no human had ever seen in quite that way before. Seeing all these incredible sights, it triggers this well-documented psychological shift in astronauts. There's a name for it, the overview effect. And it's honestly one of the most important things we get from any journey into deep space. This is the absolute essence of it. When you're that far away, all the lines we draw on maps, the borders, the divisions, all of it, they just vanish. All you can see is a single unified home that we all share. So this powerful perspective, it really boils down to three huge ideas. A profound sense of global unity, a deep, almost painful awareness of our planet's environmental fragility, and this overwhelming feeling that we are all in this together, sharing one human destiny. And one of the most striking visuals that really drives this home is seeing Earth's atmosphere.
It's just this razor-thin, glowing blue line. It's the only thing separating all of us from the void of space, and from out there, it looks terrifyingly delicate. It's probably the most powerful argument you could ever see for cooperation and for protecting our planet.
So, why does all of this matter to us, back here on the ground? This mission is so much more than just a cool technological achievement. It's really a legacy for every single one of us on Earth. See, the Artemis II mission acts as this vital bridge. It connects the heroic legacy of the Apollo program with a totally new generation, using brand new technology to inspire a whole new set of dreams about exploration. And yes, for the United States, it is a powerful symbol, a return to leadership in deep space exploration. But it's more than that. The images, the stories from this journey, they're a source of inspiration for millions, reminding all of us what we can achieve when we really decide to aim high. Which kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. The Artemis II crew, they brought back more than just data and rocks. They brought back a perspective. And it really makes you wonder, if everyone on Earth could see our world just once as that single, fragile home in the darkness, what do you think would change?